Welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode 204. We are viewing the 1091st episode series, A Girl's Name Mystery. This whole episode is pretty much set in one location. Well, there is a couple of cutaways to another location, but mostly one location. The cutaways are simply the Conan and Professor Agasa, where they're basically eating pizza while watching mystery movies. And of course, Conan gets who the culprit is a lot of the time. Keep getting it wrong. Like, oh, that's not what you said before. Yeah, that's basically the thing. It's like, this is basically an episode for the girls. I'm like, okay, but you're kind of missing a couple of popular girls in the series, like 2 or 3 of them. Like the girls we first we see Ran and Soko just walk to the department store, look up to clothes, and they see a weird guy just looking around the place. Like clothes, and then of course they're having some like a snack or whatever. And then they run into Ai and Ami. And they're shopping for an outfit for Ami's piano recital. Okay. And then they run into Sato. Just by sheer coincidence. And the reason why she's here? Oh, there's some tasty fruits I wanted to try, these limited edition ones. And of course, they don't much about the weird guys. Of course, Ran and Sonic do much together mentioned before. There's another guy who is just looking at the sky on the roof. In the case of Ami and Ai, they see a guy just looking at the walls. Yes, not like the paintings, look at the walls. And Sato saw a weird guy where he's just pushing a stroller around, and the stroller is empty. Yes, an empty stroller. They kind of suspect there might be case in the joint. What for? A diamond. Possibly. And of course, they discover who they are, and they see him later on with their stability. And of course, they discover bump stickers, but that actually plays an important downfall. And of course, they go to karaoke, do some planning to figure out like what exactly are they after that. And then eventually, by the end of the episode, then we see them basically all dressed in black, about to rob the joint. And it turns out that, and then of course they have Sato there with the police department. I should point out she's off duty here, and yet she called in the police department for backup. So, and what were they after? Were they after a diamond? No, they were after a wrestler's mask. Yes. How did they figure out? The stickers. And also their hairstyles get away with their pro wrestling fans. Yep. And then they get arrested. And of course, apparently some sensation with them. And then we see the 5 girls that go to Danny's, basically a short version of Denny's in the series. Where they proceed to all have some cool drinks to celebrate the fact it's a case. And maybe they don't want future. Who knows? I don't think this episode's terrible. It's actually okay. But next week, oh boy, it's Stakeout 2. That's next episode. And I watched them I was watching the preview for it. I'm like, this feels a lot like a repeat of the first one. It's like the same exact thing all over again. I'm like, really? Really? Why the heck would I do this for? Excuse me. I have no idea. It is one of the most jarring things I've seen. At least in the case of the Illustrated Diary, it doesn't feel like the same exact preview. It felt like something different. This felt like the same exact case I just saw not that long ago. Let's see, how long ago was Stakeout 1? That was just, oh my gosh, almost 2 years ago. I'm like, no wonder why this looks so familiar. At least this time they remember that, Ihabara is here. Yeah, at least this time they remembered, because last time they forgot. Yes, because it's a Stand Detective Boys episode, where half the time next week, or that episode, It seems like sometimes Red remembers she exists, or half the time she doesn't. At least one she doesn't really remember it. And I look at, apparently this is next week's episode will be the filler case 399. I'm like, what are they gonna do for the 400 filler case? Who the heck freaking knows? Now you might be curious though, is there like an material for the next one? You might be curious, how long has it been since we actually had an adaptation of basically a canon story? It's only been about a month. Do I think it's enough time before the next case gets adapted? That's a very good question, actually. Let's see. Because the next one is like 3 parts. Now you might be curious, so how many more chapters are still to be adapted for the series? Well, let's see. They just got to 1,015 because last one they adapted was like 16. Let's see. Let's take a look, shall we? Because like 1,015 was the most recent chapter released for the series, and they just adapted up until 1,069. So let's see how many more chapters have we adapted. Let's see. Is that right? No. "46 chapters, so we could possibly see another adaptation pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, the last arc they had just wrapped up just a month ago, and the next case is set to come out at some point next month. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, could it be possible we might see the next adaptation? It is possible, but the next case is basically... It's about a time capsule. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's all about a time capsule. But I wouldn't be surprised. Now, 46, you think, is that enough, basically, before I start adapting? They might wait until some point next month before they start adapting the very next set of chapters. But who knows? Okay, so that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. And that's it for videos today, because I don't have more plans of videos today. This is the only video I was planning to do today anyways, aside from the 2 videos for the Misfit Demon Academy and the 2 comic corners. Well, at least now I'm caught up on comic corners. I do have new trades I got recently from the library. I'll be in the future around. I have no one come up really soon, but I'll probably do it tomorrow at this point. Okay, next video. Bye.